What could we possibly be making with pumpkin spice? Let's find out.
Today we're going to make pumpkin-scented Play-Doh.
We love to double our recipes, so we are going to double this recipe. It calls for 1 cup of salt, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of oil, food coloring, we'll reveal our colors shortly, and 1.5 tablespoons of pumpkin spice. We're doubling that, so we're going to do double. First, we're going to pour in 2 cups of salt. Could you please pour 2 cups of salt, Ava? You're going to go all the way to the tippy top. Okay, go ahead and pour it in the bowl. Okay, we need 1 more cup of salt since we're doubling our recipe. Okay, go ahead and dump it. We're just going to go on that. Okay, dump it.
Thank you, Mommy.
Now we need 4 cups of flour since we're doubling our recipe.
4 cups of...
You need to hop down. You don't need to be that high.
Now, that's better.
Ava's going to scoop out 4 cups of flour since we're doubling our recipe. Okay, go ahead and put it in there. 1. You don't need to pat it down, just put it in there. Put it in there. 2. Go ahead and put that in there. 3.
4. And that made a mess.
That's all right. We can clean it up. I'm going to put a little bit more since hers weren't quite to the top. So, okay. Now we need
how much?
4 cups of water since we are doubling our recipe.
We're going to put it to the top.
You're going to put it to the 4 line. You need me to hold it for you?
Got it.
Ava was looking at the wrong side of the measuring cup. So it took us a little bit of time. So you pour your 4 cups of water into the mixture since we're doubling our recipe. 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar.
This?
Nope, that is not cream of tartar.
1
Cream of tartar.
cream of tartar, Mama.
And we need to double that recipe.
So 2.
We're gonna need 2. I'm gonna help you pour. You hold your spoon over the bowl. Okay. Okay, dump that 1. 2.
2.
Okay, we've done 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. Calls for 2 tablespoons of oil. Once again, we're doubling our recipe, so we're gonna do 4. Okay, so when it fills to the top, 1, 2, don't pour it until I'm done, 3, and 4. Fun part for kids is the food coloring. What colors do you think we should use, Ava, for pumpkin inspired Play-Doh?
Red and yellow.
Why do we use red and yellow?
Because that makes orange.
Yep. Standard food coloring only comes with 4 colors.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta see that.
Only comes with...
Blue, green, yellow, and red. So we need to mix some colors to make orange.
Okay.
Careful. 5 drops of red. There's no science to this. We're just trying to get a nice orange color.
5.
Okay.
Maybe 1 drop.
Give me 10 yellow.
1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay, put those to the side. It is. Smell-o-vision, anybody? Can you smell it? Smell that pumpkin spice. Okay, so I'm just going to pour for Ava. The original recipe calls for 1.5. So we're going to do, let's see, 3. 3 should be good. Maybe even 4 if you really want the scent to be stronger. So 1.
That's a couple clumps, but
2. So let's get 4 in there because we like the scent of pumpkin in the fall. Okay, go ahead and put that in there.
I did it on the statue.
Can I have a mixer, please?
Yeah, Mama.
Now we want to mix it gently so we're not splashing. Mix all the ingredients together. Now I was able yesterday when I made this at work, I was able to get a really nice pumpkin color. So we're going to have to add some more color to this.
Get it all.
Wow,
Now
look at that. That is definitely a pumpkin color.
Yeah.
All right, so
it looks like pumpkin pie.
While she's mixing, I'm going to turn on our little cooker. You can cook it in a stovetop or a little cooker if you have a little cooker. I'm sure you don't know what a little cooker is because you haven't seen a little cooker yet.
A little cooker's what?
They can't see the little cooker yet.
Still, it's a little cooker.
All right, let's get our heat turned on. Not too high. We're going to turn it on to 300. Okay, let me see your spoon. Can you put the lids on those food colorings? There's one lid over here.
Do you want one more drop of the lid?
Sure, one more drop won't hurt. Oh, 2 drops, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to mix real quick because this is going to... This
messy.
next step requires
adult
to do. Unless you have a 12 or 13-year-old that's going to be doing this. I would recommend the adult doing this next part.
Because it includes hot things.
And I'm just making sure all the flour, if you see some of that coming up, all the flour's mixed in.
Get a towel.
And we look pretty well mixed in there. Ava, how does this smell? She's coming over to smell it. She was washing her hands. How does that smell, Ava?
Like a really strong pumpkin, but not so strong, because the other ingredients helped it from being not as strong.
Sure, if that's your theory. So you're going to want to pour your Play-Doh mixture into the cooker. Scrape the side of your bowl. Ava's not going to do this part. She's a little too little to do this by herself.
I'm 7.
You are 7? That's true. You're almost 8.
I'm 7 and...
7.5?
7 and 7 quarters.
7 and 7 quarters. Oh, we got a little bit more dough in there. Alright, so now you want to do is stir this up. You can see it's already cooking, and you just want to keep stirring. You're going to heat it up so it's not so sticky. And we're just going to keep doing this until it starts to form a bowl, until it starts to form a ball.
So when it turns out to be not like, this is regular Play-Doh, but...
And your arm's going to get tired, but you're going to keep on stirring. We are not where we need to be.
Up like in a ball.
Ava, could you get me one of those wooden spatulas over there, please? I think my little spatula here is not quite the best spatula for it. It's not giving me a lot of scrape off the bottom. So we're going to switch. Could you put that in the sink, please?
Yes, Mama.
Yeah, that's what we need to have. And I'm just going to continue to stir this. And we're getting there. You can see it's clumping together. Phew, my hand sure does hurt, Ava. That's a lot of mixing. Okay, we are getting really super close to a consistency that we need to make this Play-Doh. We're getting super close. You want to be careful not to overcook it, not to burn it, because you're going to need to knead this with your hands, as you're going to see me do here in a minute.
But you're supposed to add flour, so just so it doesn't stick to where you're making it.
Yeah, but you're not going to do that right away, because this is going to be super hot. So please do not let your child hold this by yourself. Adults need to do this next step until it cools off.
Pumpkin spice.
Oh, we got some extra pumpkin spice.
It makes the flour smell better.
All right, watch your fingers, Ava. I'm gonna tip it. I'm gonna tip it over there. You guys can't see that steam that I just saw, but there's some steam.
Yep. Some steam.
Oh, please don't do that. So much like a bread or anything, any type of dough, you're going to knead it.
It looks like slime.
And you might not need all this flour, any extra flour. We're just doing it to keep the stickiness down. And in a minute, I will show you why your child should not do this step. If by some chance you teach children and you want to do this activity with them, this is not the part for them to do.
It looks like bread.
When I do this activity with my children at home or with my children at work, they always want to touch this. Don't let them do it. Because
as soon as you make it after, because it's going to be real hot.
I don't know if the camera's going to be able to see it. My hands are super red, and that's not from food coloring. That's from the heat of the Play-Doh that we just cooked. So don't let your child do this part. And it's not really sticky, Ava, so I don't think we need any more flour. I think we're pretty good. Okay, you do that while I get our handy dandy containers. And I'm just going to set these containers out here. Hold on. Can't get that last one out. There we go.
Double little animals.
So we're going to prevent, or hopefully try to prevent, a little bit of fighting. I have 4 children. Means 4 containers of their own pumpkin scented Play-Doh. So I'm going to divide this in half, Ava. And then I'm going to divide this in half again. I'm going to put some there. I'm going to put some there.
I want this one.
Hold on. And I'm going to put some here. Excuse the dogs. They like to bark all the time. And I'm going to put some there. Now hold on. Make it even. If you have children, you know why I'm doing this. So I'm going to...
It's not as hot now.
No, it's not too hot. It's touchable for Ava now, so it's touchable for anybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal these up. These are... Hold on a minute. These are airtight containers. Or they're dollar store containers. So whatever works. Maybe they're airtight. Maybe they're not. And we're just going to close those up.
It comes out real good.
Okay.
Now I need to roll it out.